Hey there, folks. Foggy here. Welcome to day 240. What are we on? 244. 244 of my year of solo board gaming, considered by many to be ill-advised and stupid. We are shotgunning our way through a number of short games. We've got Rolling Realms here. This will be it for Rolling Realms. Don't worry, we're going to go on to a different game tomorrow. But we're going to do hole number 8, Sum of the Parts. This involves Between Two Castles, Scythe, and Society. The way that Between Two Castles works is that you have to put your large numbers on the bottom. You fill them from the bottom up. Once you complete a column, you'll get that prize at the top. And once you complete a row, and each castle has 3 rows, you'll get stars for that row. Over here with Scythe, you'll mark a number on the top. You'll gain a resource. When you mark a top number row, you may also pay the bottom number row cost in the same column to mark it. So you can actually, like if you're crossing out the 2, you can, let's see, mark off 1 down here, I think. Or something like that. I think you can mark off the bottom ones. Anyway, you can mark the bottom ones and you'll be able to gain a resource, and that will earn you some stars. But and then the Society is one where the numbers on top have to be higher than the ones below it, but you can fill them in any order, and you're going to gain bonuses when completing a row, as well as for every three card triangle, plus 1 more if you complete the entire set. Now here's the fun thing. For this particular hole, you have to have the same amount in each castle, the total sum, and it has to be the most stars out of all 3. It can be tied for the most, but it has to be the most. You cannot have 4, 5, 5. You have to get at least 9 stars. So you're actually trying to sandbag yourself with Scythe. You don't want to get holes in. You don't want to use these up down here. I think that's actually a good thing to try to avoid. So we'll see how it goes. I have a feeling I'm going to be trying to get rings a lot. I need a lot of rings because I want a lot of control in the last round to be able to put a number in that I want to put into the castle. All right, we're going to start off with 3 and 2, which means neither of those are going to go into the castle because that's garbage. Actually, we could just complete a column. Like we could just put anything that we want in there. But I think what we want to do is we want to actually go over here. Neither 2 nor 3 are work as far as getting rings go, but we can get this pumpkin. Let's go ahead and get the pumpkin. And then we'll put a 2 over here. Each number must be lower, so we're going to go ahead and put a number on this 2 is going to be perfectly fine down here. It's a good number. In fact, we're going to put this more in the middle because that's going to give me a little bit more flexibility. There we go. All right, so that was 2, 3 to start. Let's go to the next round. 6, 6. All right, big numbers, big numbers. I think I definitely want one of them on here, so we'll go ahead and put the 6. I think we'll put the 6 down here because that's going to give me a lot of room to be able to get this column up. We're going to need a 6 over here or a 6 over here. I think I'm going to do a 6 right at the top. I think that's going to be the best place for it. Got 3 and 4. All right, so let's go. I think what I want to do is I want to do a 4 here. Let's just keep this column going up. I think I'm also going to do a 3 over here. And let's do this right here. That's not great. Let's not do that. Let's do a 3 down here. This will allow me to put a 4 and 5 there. That'll still work. There's 3 and 4. I should really be remembering to write these in. 4 and 5. Okay, so those are some good numbers. 4 and 5. I think we're going to go for 5. Let's go 4 here. Since we got the number, we may as well fill it in. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a 5 here. I kind of need to get some bigger numbers over here so I can start to try to equal these out. Right now, my running total is 9 to 5, so I still need 4 on this side. And I still need to get some stars there. Technically speaking, I have 1 star. Because that 6 by itself counts as a row. 1 and 4. All right, so we're going to do a 4 here. That's going to help even things out. That's going to get me 2 stars, or 2 hearts. And it is technically not a completed column, so we're not going to worry about that. But we are going to put a 1 over here. That's going to give me a nice little star for later. And technically we already do have 1 star as well. So that's good. Because we do have to get 9 stars total, and that is going to be rough. But if we can get 6 and 3, that's works perfectly for me. We need not 4 more. We're going to get 4 more numbers. We're going to need to get some numbers in here. We don't have anything yet. 6 and 5. Sorry, phone rang there. Let's do a 6 down here. That'll get us a pumpkin. And it'll complete another row. We're going to do a 5, I think. Part of me wants to put the 5 there and just hold out for a 6 because we're not going to be able to use it elsewhere, really. So I think we're going to do a 5 there. That's going to give me 2 more stars. All right. So if I can fill in these 3 numbers and have them equal out, I think we're going to be in good shape. The biggest problem is I don't think I can actually do that. So yeah, that's going to be tricky, I think. We'll see how it goes. All right, 5 and 4. All right. So I think this time we're going to go 5 here. That gets me another star. We're going to need a 4, and what I don't want to do is I don't want to keep getting stars over here. So I'm going to actually use a 4 here. I'm going to get a ring. And I'm going to go ahead and actually use the ring immediately to get a 1 to put there. That completes that column. That's going to allow me to get a bunch of pumpkins, a heart, and a ring. That's going to be helpful going into the final round. 2 and 5. All right. 2 and 5. The 5 is way too big for me to use anywhere. And if I put the 5 there, that's going to give me 1 more star. And I really don't want that. I don't want to get 4 stars here. So I'm going to use the 5 here. That's going to give me a heart. That's going to leave me a 2. And looking at where to best put this, I think I'm going to put the 2 here. That's going to give me 2 rings. 2 and 5. And I might be able to get 2 numbers out of this last one. That 2 numbers would be great, because then I could try to just simply get whatever resource I still need to get offside. And that will give me my 5, 4, and 2. So I think we should be good in this last one. 4 and 5. Okay. So for this, I'm going to go ahead and use... That is 1... Yep, okay, perfect. All right. We're going to use 3 pumpkins. Okay. That's going to allow me to change the 4. Now, I could do 3, 4, or 5. But the important thing is that it can go into a realm I've already used. So we're going to put the 5 that I got here. That gives me 1 more star. We're going to use the pumpkins to make this 4 a 3. That's going to give me 1 more star. It's also going to give me another heart, and it's going to give me another ring. Finally, I'm going to go ahead and use these stars to go ahead and give myself a 4. I may as well. Yeah, that'll work. Doesn't really need to be 4, but I'm going to go ahead and put that in there anyway. That's going to give me 1 more star here. So that's going to give me another pumpkin, another heart, and another ring. Technically, I could still probably go 1 ring here and then get rid of the resource to get rid of the bottom one. I don't know if I can use this power multiple times, but I don't need to. I got 5 stars here, 4 stars here. My 2 castles are the same. They are both, in this case, 20. I got 20 there, and I got 20 there. So that's perfect. And that is hole number 8. And that was a nice, quick, less than 10-minute hole on that game. And that's what I'm aiming for here. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will be back tomorrow with a different game, I promise.